Carnations. We have two strips. One is the smaller one, 15 cm by 5 cm. The other is a longer one, 30 cm by 5 cm. Then you need the green strip to cover the bottom. So we start with the smaller one first. We fold it into 4 folds. One fold and the second fold. So once you fold the one that is folded, you can cut until 3/4, a little more than half. Don't cut it right across. Just cut it a little more than half. The folded side you can cut it a little more than half. Once you are done this, you can actually hold, to keep it straight, you can just hold it with a clip. That will be easier. Give it a shape, slightly round shape. On both sides. Once you do that, you can just make small cuts. I like using my fringing scissors for this. It's faster, easier. Second side. If you don't want to do this, you can also just use any pinking scissors to give it a curved shape. So this is the smaller one. Similarly, we'll do the same process for the larger one. Fold it half, again into half, and one more. Yeah, so it will look like this. You can clip it also from one side. Once you clip the paper, it will not move. So follow the same process. The folded edge, little more than half, you just give it a small cut. The other side, the folded edge, you can just cut it. And one cut in the center, little more than half. Now same way, just shape, give a shape to the petal. So now we have to cut the edges. So in the kit you will have material for 1 Icelandic poppy, 2 carnations and 4 daisies. So I'll show you how to attach each of the flower and make a mini bouquet of all the flowers that we make. Right, so this is how it will look, the smaller one and the bigger one. You can now remove this. To give the shape to the carnations, you have to push your thumb and give it a cup shape. Give this a cup shape. Just stretch a little bit from the top. Do not stretch at the bottom. Only the top should be stretched, cup shape. You push your thumb and hold the other side with your index finger and give it a small stretch. You can just push it around to make it round like a ball. Okay, so this is how it will look, the smaller one. The larger one also, you follow the same. So once you have both in place, you have to use the small wire that is given inside the kit. Make a small loop, put the loop around the first and second petal and press it. You can use the plier to press it. This is to ensure that the flower does not slide out once it is made, because the glue sometimes will be loose, but if you do it like this, the flower will stay in place and it will not come out. Put a line of glue at the bottom and start pleating around the base. You have to create small pleats because you want the top to be broader and the bottom to be small. Slightly overlap one petal over the other at the bottom to give that shape. So once you are done, just hold it tightly for a while. The upper end should be a little bit open and the lower has to be tightly fixed to the wire. So once you finish this one, follow the same process for the bigger petal. Hold it. This one you can actually have it around the base. See, the method is the same as the first one. Hold it tightly at the bottom and the wire you have to turn as you glue the petals. Turn the wire as you glue it. hold tightly to the base. The next step is tying. Because we don't have enough time, so we don't have time to let it dry, so we just tie it with a thread so that it will stay in place. Okay, so once you try this, you can chop off the edges to give it a thinner base. See, this is happening because the paper is still wet at the bottom, so it's not cutting properly. You have to let it dry. Right, so once you give it a shape, you can cover the bottom with the green paper that you have. This is the size of the green paper for the base. You have all these papers in the kit. So once you have this, what you can do is turn it, fold it again, and from the center give it a gentle small cut, and you can use pinking scissors if you are not very comfortable giving this shape to the bottom of the petals. Okay, so you can just stretch it a little bit. So this is how it will look. Once this is ready, you can put some glue at the bottom. And put it around the base of the carnation. Put it around the base. If it is a bit longer, you can just chop it off. Right, so this is how it will look. You have basically covered the tapered end of the base of the carnation with a green paper. The glue becomes quite sticky. You can then open up the top. And then start taping. You can tape the below. Remember to stretch the tape while turning it around. Otherwise the glue will not be sticky enough on the floral tape, and then the tape can come off very easily. Right, so you can do this way. So once you have both the carnations ready, you can actually use the longer wire. Put one carnation at a height. Use the floral tape to tie it. use the second carnation and put it a little bit lower than the first one. Tape the whole wire with floral tape. I am stretching the floral tape and turning it at the same time. So this is how the stem will look. Once it is done, you have two nice little carnations, and the earlier one was the puppy. Next we will be making some daisies and then finally the leaves.